What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full walkthrough of a brand new tool called AI Talker. And before I get into the demo, I just want to quickly tell you what this thing actually is and why it's completely different from every other AI voice tool you have probably seen before. So most AI voice tools out there work the same way. They give you a list of pre-made voices. You pick one, you paste your text, and you generate. That's it. You have no control over how the voice actually sounds, no control over the personality, the tone, the emotion, nothing. And on top of that, the voices usually sound robotic and unnatural, which makes your audience click away within seconds. And if you don't want to use those robotic voices, then your only other option is hiring a voice artist on Fiverr or Upwork, which cost you anywhere from $150 to $300 per voiceover, and you are waiting 2 to 3 days for it to come back. And then, if you need a script written on top of that, that's another cost to a copywriter. And if you want it mixed with the background music properly, that's another person you need to hire. So you end up jumping between five different tools and five different freelancers just to get one piece of audio out the door. AI Talker completely changes all of that. Instead of picking a voice from a library, you actually design your own voice from scratch just by describing it in plain English. You type something like confident female voice, British accent, warm and authoritative, and in under 60 seconds, that exact voice is created. One that has never existed before, one that belongs to you and nobody else. And it's not just a voice tool either, it's a complete content publication suite. It has a script writer, a voice cloner, a podcast creator, an audiobook creator, an ad copy generator, a transcription tool, and even a built-in audio mixer, all inside one single dashboard. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire platform and show you exactly how everything works. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so once you log in, this is what you see, the AI Talker dashboard. And the first thing you will notice is how clean and simple everything looks. On the left side, you have your navigation menu where every single tool is just one click away. No confusing menus, no complicated setup, nothing like that. You can also see your credits up there and it says unlimited. Your usage limits is also unlimited across every single feature inside the platform. And right in the middle, you have got this quick actions grid, which gives you one click access to all 12 tools inside AI Talker. So everything is right here in front of you, super organized and super easy to use. Alright, let me now walk you through each tool one by one. Okay, so the first feature is called Create Custom Voice. And this is honestly the one that makes people stop and say, wait, that's actually possible, because this is where you design a completely new original voice that has never existed before just by describing it in words. No audio sample needed, no recording needed, nothing like that. Just a simple text description. So here is how it works. The very first thing you do is select the voice type, and you have two options. The first one is human voice. This is for realistic, natural sounding voices, perfect for narrations, ads, and professional content. You will see quick tags like male voice, female voice, young adult, deep narrator, soft feminine, authoritative male. The second option is fantasy voice. This is for character driven voices, great for animations, games, kids content, and creative projects. Tags here include baby voice, ghost voice, cartoon character, villain voice, fairy tale, robot voice. So basically, you are telling the AI what kind of voice engine to use before you even start describing anything. Now, for this first example, human voice is selected and the professional category is chosen. In the description box, if you don't have a description ready, you can simply pick from the ready-made prompts things like news and documentary, ad voiceover, audiobook, animation character, and each one is already comes with preset tags showing the gender, age, pitch, and pace of the voice. But you can also write your own description completely from scratch, which is exactly what's being done here. So the description typed in is something like a smooth, confident female voice, Young to middle aged, with a soft medium pitch and slow, graceful delivery, warm, elegant, and sophisticated in tone, ideal for luxury ads, premium branding, and cinematic storytelling. Then below that, you set the tone calm, sophisticated, confident. The style you can set like elegant, cinematic, premium, and the primary use case luxury ads, product demos. There is also a test script section at the bottom, which is basically the text the AI will use to generate a preview of the voice so you can hear it before saving it. Once everything is set, you just click generate voice and within seconds a preview appears on the right side of the screen. If you don't like it, you just click regenerate and you get a completely fresh version. When it sounds right, you hit save voice and here is what that luxury narrator actually sounds like.
Some voices are simply different, designed with intention, crafted with precision. Every word perfectly delivered.
That voice was born from a text description. It never existed before. It's completely original, completely unique, and it belongs to you. And you can create as many custom voices as you need. One for each brand, each client, each type of content. Now, to really show you the range of what this can do, two more voices are created right on the spot. First, a baby voice. This time, fantasy voice is selected as the voice type because a baby voice is a character voice, not a standard narrator. A prompt is typed in, category is set to casual, generate is clicked, and this is the voice it has generated.
How we communicate. With AI Talker, creating natural, human-like voices becomes incredibly simple.
Yes, that is an AI generated baby voice from just a text description. Then a fox voice is created the same way. Fantasy voice again, a scheming fox character is described, generate is clicked, and within seconds, this is the voice it has generated.
The future of communication is AI driven. AI Talker makes it easy to generate voices that sound real.
A screaming fox with real personality created completely from scratch. So in total, you have got a luxury narrator, a baby, and a fox, three completely different voices, all designed from text, all created in under a minute each, and all sitting in my custom voices library, ready to use whenever you need them. Alright, so now that you have your custom voice ready, let me show you what happens next. Create voiceover is basically the core feature of AI Talker. This is where any text you have gets turned into natural, human sounding speech. So first you give your project a name and then you need to add your script. And this is where it gets really flexible because you have 5 different ways to do that. You can write manually and just type or paste your script directly. You can use AI generate and let the AI write a script for you from scratch. You can pull from YouTube by pasting a YouTube link and the tool automatically extracts and transcribes the audio from that video. You can pull from my VSL library if you have already created scripts inside the platform. Or you can pull directly from your ad copy library. So no matter where your content is coming from, AI Talker has you covered. Now here is a feature that really sets AI Talker apart from everything else, and that's emotion tags. You have two modes to choose from. When emotion tags are turned off, the AI reads your script and automatically decides how and where to add emotion on its own. But when emotion tags are turned on, you get full manual control. You decide exactly where the voice laughs, where it sings, where it sizes, where it gasps. You just click a tag and it drops right into your script at that exact point. So you are basically directing the performance yourself word by word. After you have added your script, you select your voice from a massive collection of voices organized by category. Then you pick your language, add an emotion if you want one applied to the whole voiceover, and select a scene mode. The scene mode is basically tells the AI what kind of content you are creating, whether it's a sales video, a podcast, a documentary, or something else. So it can automatically adjust the pacing and energy to match. There is also a voice consistency toggle which keeps the delivery uniform throughout the entire script, and a background music toggle if you want music added right during the generation process. Once everything is set, you click generate voiceover and in about 30 seconds, here is what comes out.
That's how creators are producing content at scale right now. No recording, no camera, just powerful voiceovers created in seconds. With AI Talker, you simply type, and it delivers
The quality is honestly amazing from a real human recording. And just to put that into perspective, a voice artist on Fiverr charges anywhere from 150 to 300 for that exact quality, and you would be waiting 2 to 3 days for it. Here it's done in 30 seconds. Now let me show you emotion tags actually being used. A short product review script is written and emotion tags are dropped into at specific points. A laugh here, a gasp at the big reveal, and a sing at the end. Generate is click, and here is what comes out.
Wait till you hear this. This product is a game changer. Couldn't stop smiling when I tried it. And in the end,
Did you hear that? The voice actually laughed, actually gasped, and those are not sound effects layered on top afterwards. The AI performed them naturally right inside the narration itself. That is honestly the difference between AI Talker and every other voice tool out there. And once your voiceovers are generated, they all get saved in your voice library where you can preview, download, or delete them anytime you want. Okay, so this next feature takes things to a whole different level. It's called conversational voice, and what it does is let you create realistic multi-speaker conversations. Things like podcast, interviews, dialogues, customer testimonials with completely different AI voices playing each role. So here is how it works. You add a title, paste your script in or generate one from AI, and you just make sure the speakers are clearly labeled in the script. Then you click Analyze and Detect Speakers. The AI reads through the entire script, figures out who is the host and who is the guest, and automatically assigns different AI voices to each person. And if you want to swap any of the voice assignments, you can. You have full control over who sounds like what. Then you just click Generate. And here is what a two-person conversation actually sounds like.
tried that AI talking tool?
Yeah, it sounds real.
Like human?
Multiple voices, emotions, everything.
That's insane.
Just type, it creates it.
I need this.
Try it, you won't go back.
Two completely different voices, natural back and forth, realistic pauses between speakers. That honestly sounds like a real podcast recorded in a real studio with real people. And all your conversations saved in My Conversations so you can come back to them anytime. Alright, now let's go in a completely different direction. This feature is called Clone Voice, and what it does is create a digital replica of any voice, your own voice, a client's voice, a team member's voice, a brand spoken person, anyone. And once that voice is cloned, it lives inside the platform permanently, and you can use it on unlimited projects forever. Now, one important thing before we get into it, you need permission to clone any voice. Using someone else's voice without their permission is not allowed. So just keep in mind that. The cloning process has four simple steps. In step 1, you just give it a name, write a short description, add a test script, and choose your quality level. There are 3 quality tiers to pick from: standard, which gives you good quality with faster processing; premium, which gives you high quality output; and studio, which is the absolute best quality available on the platform. There is also a make public toggle here. If you turn that on, other users on the platform can access and use your clone voice as well. In step 2, you upload a voice sample or you can record directly inside the app. And you don't need a lot, just about 30 seconds of clear audio is enough. The cleaner the sample is, the better the clone is going to sound. So before the clone is generated, the original human voice sample is played back, just a regular person speaking naturally, so you can hear what the real voice sounds like before the AI goes to work on it. Then in step 3, the AI does its deep analysis. It studies every single characteristic of that voice, the pitch, the rhythm, the pace, the tone, all the unique little qualities that make that particular voice different from every other voice in the world. This usually takes just a few minutes. And in step 4, the clone is ready. Here is what it sounds like.
AI Talker simplifies voice creation. No recording, no setup, just type and generate expressive human-like voice.
And from this point forward, you can use that clone voice on absolutely any script you want in any emotion: happy, serious, excited, calm, and across any scene mode like sales, podcast, documentary. and the voice stays perfectly consistent every single time. It always sounds like the same person no matter what you use it for. All your clones are saved in my clones, so they are always there whenever you need them. Okay, so this next one might honestly be the most powerful feature in the entire platform. It's called Brand Studio, and this is where AI Talker stops being just a voice tool and becomes a complete content production engine. Because with this one feature, it basically replaces a copywriter, a brand strategist, and a voice artist all at once. And all you need to give it just a single URL. Here is how it works. You open Brand Studio, click New Brand Project, and you see just one input field on the screen, your website or sales page URL. That's it. That's the only thing you need to provide. You paste the URL and click Analyze, and then the AI works through 3 steps automatically. In step number 1, it scans the entire website and reads through all the content, like the messaging and the positioning of the brand. In step 2, it analyzes what they call the brand DNA. It identifies the voice, the tone, and the personality of the brand, figures out who the target audience is, and understands how that brand should be communicating. And in step 3, it writes a complete video sales letter script based on everything it just learned from the website. A brand strategist and copywriter doing all of that research manually would take hours. The AI does the entire thing in about a minute. And here is what it actually creates for you. First, you get a complete brand analysis, the website type, the emotional tone of the copy, and a full content summary describing exactly what the brand does and who it serves, all pulled from the URL alone. Then you get a brand voice prompt, which is basically like a creative direction sheet. It defines the speaker style and gives detailed voice direction for the entire script. And then you get a full VSL script with a hook, a body, and a call to action, all written specifically for that brand. And every single piece of that is editable before you generate anything. So once you are happy with it, you click generate brand voiceover, and the AI takes the entire script, applies the brand voice direction, and creates a professional voiceover. Here is what that sounds like.
What if I told you there's a technology so revolutionary it lets you design voices that have never existed before? Not clone, not copy, but create completely unique, human-like voices from scratch in seconds.
So think about what just happened there. From a single URL to a fully written, fully voiced brand video in about 2 minutes. All your brand projects are saved in brand projects, so you can manage, replay, and download them anytime. Alright, so this next feature is called Copy Creator, and it's basically the built-in script writing engine inside AI Talker. It has 2 tools inside it: VSL Copy for writing video sales letter scripts and Ad Copy for writing advertisements. Let me show you both. Starting with VSL Copy, you click Create VSL Copy, and on the left side, you fill in your product name and your sales page URL. And the AI actually reads your sales page to understand what you are selling before it writes a single word. Then you choose from over 30 proven copywriting frameworks, things like AIDA, PAS, Hook Story Offer, and many more. After that, you select the emotion that's going to drive the entire script, and there are 10 different emotion options to choose from. Then you set the tone from a drop-down menu based on what feels right for your product. Once all of that is set, you click Generate VSL Script, and you can actually watch the AI work through 5 steps in real time, analyzing your product details, crafting a compelling hook, writing the persuasive body of the script, creating a powerful call to action, and then polishing the whole thing into a final script. And when it's done, you don't just get one script, you get 3 complete variations. Each one takes a different angle on the same product using the same framework. So you can compare them side by side and pick whichever one is the strongest. You can also regenerate any individual variation for a completely fresh take without losing the other two. Then you either save it or click Create Voiceover, and it sends that script directly into the voice generator with one click. Now, let me show you the ad copy. This works in a very similar way, but it's actually even smarter. because it doesn't just write generic ad copy that you paste everywhere. It writes copy specifically optimized for each individual platform. So it writes differently for Facebook, differently for Google, differently for Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, following each platform's own best practices, character limits, and formatting standards. You just enter your product name, your sales page URL, select your ad style from our 20 proven frameworks, and click generate. Just like with VSL copy, you get three variations, each taking a different angle, and there is a turn into voiceover button right there. So one click sends your ad copy straight into the voiceover creator and you are ready to go. Okay, so this next one is massive, especially if you ever created any kind of written content like ebooks, courses, or guides. It's called Audiobook Creator. And what it does is take any written content you have and turn it into a professionally narrated audiobook. So if you have ever published an ebook or written a guide, this feature basically doubles the reach of that content instantly by giving it a full audio version that people can listen to. The process is super simple. You click create audiobook, upload your file like PDF, EPUB, or plain text, all work perfectly fine. Then you choose a narrator voice from a collection of voices that are specifically designed for long form narration, meaning they are smooth, natural, and comfortable to listen for long periods of time. You select your language and click generate. And here is what that actually sounds like.
From the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, as recorded by Dr. Watson. It has long been my observation that the smallest details often reveal the greatest truths. Where others see coincidence.
That's a full professionally narrated audiobook. Alright, so now let me show you how to actually make money with everything you have seen so far. This feature is called Freelancer Hub, and this is honestly what turns AI Talker from just a content creation tool into a proper income generating business. The first thing inside here is the job finder. You click into it, search for voiceover jobs, and you instantly see real job listings pulled from across the internet. Actual people and businesses looking for voiceover work right now. And we are talking $200, $300, $500, even $800 per job. These are not made up numbers. These are real postings from real people who are willing to pay that kind of money today. Now, once you find a job you want to apply for, the next thing is writing a proposal. And that's where most people get stuck. But AI Talker has solved that too with the proposal creator. You just click create proposal and the AI writes you a complete, personalized, irresistible proposal based on that specific job description. So your success rate is way higher than everyone else applying for the same job. You literally just copy it, paste it, and submit. That's it. And then there is the gig creator, which is perfect for anyone who wants to sell voiceover services on Fiverr or any other gig platform but has no idea how to write a proposal listing. You just describe the service you want to offer, click generate Fiverr gig, and the AI writes you a complete optimized listings. Professional title, compelling description, proper keyword placement, pricing suggestions, everything ready to copy and paste directly into Fiverr. You could literally have a live gig up and accepting orders within seconds. Now, just think about the math for a second. If you land just 3 voiceover clients per week at $300 each, that's a $900 a week. That's $3,600 a month. And what does each job actually cost you to deliver? Nothing. AI Talker does all the work and you just collect the payment. Okay, so this next feature works in the complete opposite direction from everything we have seen so far. Everything up until this point has been about turning text into voice. Transcribe flips that around. It turns voice into text. So the way it works is super simple. You add a title, paste a YouTube URL, or upload a video file directly, select your output format, and click Start Transcription. The system automatically transcribes all the audio and delivers it to you in whatever format you choose. And this is really useful for so many things. Repurposing old content you already have, or creating subtitles for your videos, or extracting scripts from existing videos so you can recreate them in a different voice inside AI Talker. Alright, so what if you don't want to just use AI Talker for yourself? What if you want to scale this up and run a full voice production agency? Well, That's exactly what this feature is built for. It's called the agency feature and it gives you everything you need to manage a whole team under one account. So you go into agency and you see your team management dashboard. You click to add a new sub user, enter their username, password, and credit allocation. And that person now has their own completely separate login to AI Talker. They work under your parent account, which means you stay in full control of everything while your team handles all the client work on their end. It's a really clean setup for anyone who wants to turn this into a proper agency business. Okay, so this is the last feature, and this one basically is everything together. It's called the audio mixer, and this is where you combine and polish all your audio into one final professional sounding file. So here is how it works. You give your project a name, select from a voiceovers you have already created inside the platform, and drag and arrange them in whatever order you want. Then you add your background music, set your volume levels for each track, and enable what's called audio music ducking, which is a really cool feature that automatically lowers the background music whenever the voice is speaking and then brings it back up in the gaps. So it always sounds clean and professional without you having to manually adjust anything. So once everything is set up the way you want it, you just click generate mix and the AI combines everything together, applies all your settings, and delivers a final polished broadcast quality audio file ready to use anywhere. So let me just quickly pull everything together so you can see the full picture of what this tool can do. In this demo, you saw AI Talker create completely custom voices from scratch in under 60 seconds. Clone a voice from just a 30-second sample, paste a single URL and generate a full VSL script and professional voiceover in 2 minutes. Create a realistic podcast with multiple speakers, generate ad copy for 6 different platforms, turn an ebook into a fully narrated audiobook, and mix everything together into broadcast quality audio, all of that in one single dashboard. Now, think about what all of that would cost if you hired actual people to do it. A voice artist, a copywriter, a brand strategist, a podcast producer, an audio engineer, a transcription service. You are looking at 2,000 to 5,000 every single month. That's 24,000 to 60,000 every single year. Or you get everything inside AI Talker for a one-time price. No monthly fees, no subscriptions, nothing like that. Alright guys, if you have watched this far, you already know this tool is the real deal. So here is what I want you to do. Click the link in the description below and grab AI Talker from my site, because if you buy through my link, you are going to get some exclusive bonuses from me that you won't find anywhere else. These are bonuses that I have put together specifically to help you get the most out of this tool. And look, if you get in there and it's not for you, there is a full 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. So there is literally zero risk on your end. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button, drop any questions you have down in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because I cover tools like this all the time. I will see you in the next one.